to go blue.
I
The
think your
thing
song's
still
probably better.
hasn't gone blue. There we go. It's gone blue. I pressed go live. So
It's
they
gone
get
blue.
whatever at that point.
Yeah,
Good
I've
evening.
stopped singing now. We won't get demonetized for that. I mean, we're not monetized, but we won't get demonetized. Hello, everybody. Hello, Deirdre. Hello, Andrea. Yes, this was a triumph. I'm being so sincere right now. How are you, Mikey?
Oh, I'm very well, thank you. I've had a very fun
Let me
and
close that.
productive and all over the place week.
Oh, very nice.
I've
I've had a
I've been wearing
mostly.
many hats this week.
That sounds exciting.
Yes.
You've been hat shopping.
No. Figuratively.
Hello, Roderick.
Good evening.
It's been an exciting week for me, not least of which because I woke up and found there was a big leak in my kitchen ceiling and my landlord's out of town.
Oh, was it a giant vegetable competition gone wrong?
Which then burst a pipe.
Oh, well, those giant leeks are very thirsty, so right.
I don't want to get into how thirsty those giant leeks are. So
I'm
yeah,
also
today,
thirsty.
in our rotation of videos, we are on the Godot rotation. So we'll be doing some Godot stuff. And I want to do two things. First, I want to get Mikey to show you and to explore himself where we are with the current procedural generation stuff for the upcoming Godot RPG course, which is coming along quite well. There's been a few changes that Mikey hasn't seen.
Jan did tell me about them, but I've been so like scatterbrained actually setting the stream up that I've actually forgotten what you told me. So it's going to be a surprise anyway.
Great. We're also taking a look at new assets, and I want to be very clear: these are not final assets, and they don't even look as final as the last set. But we're testing ceilings.
Yes.
You guys haven't seen the ceilings last time, so we wanted to see what it would look like if we got rid of a flat ceiling and put in arch ceilings. It actually changes things dramatically, and I had to redo the lighting and the colors. Hi, Cat. Making a note here, huge success.
Now I'm going to have to do a couple of things before we stream.
Ooh.
So if you want to talk about some of the things that you've added while I just change the editor settings.
Let's talk about some things we added. First off, the swirly particles are now functional portals, and I've made them look good. Oh, we're back to portals, even more portals.
Can you remind me, Jan, where the full screen mode is? Because we can't have it going full screen.
Project settings.
Yep. I'm in
Windows.
editor settings, that's why.
Yeah, don't go to editor settings.
So many settings. Yeah, so
anyway, this cake is great. It's so delicious and moist. Look at me, still talking with the science
tool. The cake is a lie.
Yeah, no, I'm hyped about the ARPG stuff too, as is Caboodle, apparently. So I've made the swirly thing that was slowing down frame rate a portal. I've radically changed how that portal looks. I've put in a few tricks, including particle trails and animated normals, which I'm a bit proud of. The way the portals currently work is it takes a list of every portal room and then just links them in sequence. So 1 will always link to 2, 2 will always link to 3, all the way till we run out of portals, and the last one will link to 0. So if you keep going through them, you'll loop through them all. They are not currently in pairs, which is what you would normally do. Gotcha. We have, as of today, the ability to add unique rooms. Now, we already have kind of a unique room. We have a throne, which is double-spaced, and the start and end room. But now we can specify. I've put in an example of a shop. There is exactly one shop per level. There can only be one shop per level. There must be one shop per level. And we can just keep adding to them and say there's one shop, there's one hair salon, there's one, well, it wouldn't be a hair salon, there's skeletons. There was one skull polishing salon, whatever else you might need, right? So if you decide there's going to be a blacksmith or a temple or
or whatever
book stretching emporium. So those are all things. Once we've had a look at that, and Mikey's finished setting up, I want to take a look at how to set up tile maps in Godot 4, because tile maps are incredibly powerful, especially in Godot 4, the new terrain system, which is what's replaced the auto tile system from Godot 3, is amazing. But the user experience setting it up isn't great. And speaking to some people, they know this. They're trying to find a better interface to do it. What you can do is phenomenal, but just getting it working takes a little bit of poking. It's not immediately obvious. So we're going to look at that a little bit. Mikey, how's the import going?
I just just trying to get the import's fine. It's imported now, which is great. I'm just trying to get it to show on one side of my screen rather than in the middle. Otherwise, people are going to see just half a stream, which wouldn't be
You
that
could just do
exciting.
the whole window like we used to do.
No.
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 Okay. What else have we added? Mikey gave me these arch pieces, but they're on very flat walls. They work great, but we lost a lot of the interesting detail on these tunnels, and you'll see this in a minute. Because all the little
Yes.
archways and things on the side have gone, the geometry is very flat, and suddenly it looked like a 90s game, an early 90s game at that.
Which is
So we played
interesting.
around with adding a little bit of geometry. And Michael suggested adding gates. So I got a picture of Bill Gates, and that didn't work. So instead, he made a wooden gate. So we've put that on a couple of the pieces, and it actually adds a lot of depth to it when you run across them.
I was actually very surprised when you sent me the screenshot earlier, how different it made it look. So I'm just going to import my settings from the last time you shared this with me, because I know
Okay.
I got it working on there. So in Godot, you can make things full screen when you're previewing them. You can have them on
Mhm.
the little screen. I had a specific set of settings. Unfortunately, when I tried to set it, sort of like you can type in the coordinates where the screen appears, and it doesn't go to where I told it. So naughty,
Yeah.
naughty.
Um, yeah, it's annoying. Caboodle, will you just settle down? Look at me, still talking when there's science to do. Sorry.
That is absolutely
Jonathan
fine. You
Colton
can
writes good
entertain
songs.
people with that. Resizable on, keep screen on.
I know I should be keeping people busy, but watching you like struggle is much more entertaining. This week on Mikey does an impersonation of a monkey being shown a math problem.
Why have I got different project? Advanced settings. That's why I can't
There
resize
you
it.
go.
Oh, well, it's not an advanced setting. I just
If
want
you'd
it
shared your
open up
screen
on the
with me, I could have
screen.
walked you through it. Should have thought
Nah.
of that.
Well, I can't share the screen because it's not
No,
going to
with
be in the
me.
right place. Oh yeah, I could do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, genius. As you
I
can
know.
tell, as always, we're well prepared for this.
Right, I've realized around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I hadn't eaten yet, so I had to run out and get groceries. We normally converge around 6:30, so today we got together at 6:50, 6:55. So
Yeah,
we're very professional. We should have made that loading graphic.
we definitely should. Now, I'm not sure whether this is going to share the right window with you. I'm going to give it a go.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but it doesn't share the pop-up window that appears.
We'll share the screen, not the program.
It doesn't give me an option to share the screen. I
It
don't
gives me an
know.
option to share the screen.
Yeah, I can share one of my screens. I can't share the one that actually has the thing on for some
Drag the
reason.
window with the pop-ups to that screen.
That's not a bad idea. Yeah, it's full of the great ideas today.
Oh, he's written some amazing songs. I mean, Real Brains is fantastic. In fact, that whole album is amazing.
Right, so I'm not on the right project yet, so let me go to the right project.
Yep. And I'm staring at these tiny, tiny DPIs. 1st of May is an amazing song. I will not be singing that because we'll get flagged. But it's a great
I
song.
don't think that'll qualify as music. We'll be fine.
No, it's more the content.
Oh, well, is it not suitable for minors? Not
Well, you
suitable
could
for
listen to
my
it in a
ears.
mine. I just don't think children should be listening to it.
Ah, that's fair enough. So here's my window. Yeah,
Here's your window, very small.
advanced
Okay, so
settings.
we'll go back. Window. See, it says full screen. Put it windowed.
It is windowed.
Okay, is it on borderless?
No, it's not. Didn't need it last time either.
Yeah, then it should work fine. You should be able to drag it where you want. The real problem is you might have to Alt Tab to move the window.
Oh, that's fine. Let's just try these settings here, because it's just shoving it in the center of my screen and I can't drag it anywhere. You know what? Give me 30 seconds as an alternative to this, and I will
I'd
just
like to
change the
help you,
aspect ratio of the
Tommy,
monitor.
any way I can. I'd sure appreciate you spending time out with me. I'm not a monster, Tom. Well, technically I am.
Right. What I can do is grab this.
Yup.
Uh, I say I can grab this. I think if I drag it to the other screen, it just Godot won't launch on it.
You
Remember,
have
we
to
had
launch it and then grab it.
launch it and then grab it.
The stream may have turned itself to a slideshow. There's some weird things going on. We're very prepared.
Shouldn't be a slideshow.
So you can't just share that window.
I'm going to set it up on OBS.
Yes.